Okay, we're back, second attempt on this casting and live feed. We're on page 318 of the HSE workbook, and in this specific video I really like to start off by helping you identify how to visualize this in your mind before you start drawing, because that is absolutely key when doing isometric. So if you're in my class, wait, eyes on the board, 5 minutes, then you can go on. Alright. So first of all, understand that isometric is going to be in third angle of orthographic projection. And then the views that they give you, you'll have to identify the top view, the front view, and either a left view or a right view. In this case, they've clearly said they've given us the front, top, and a right view. And you of course know that the top view will always be on its own. The front view will be directly below it. And then depending on where my secondary view is, if it's on the right hand side in third angle, it's right view. If it was on left hand side, it's a left view. That said, the next step is to go to where it says start. And to understand that if they've given me a front view and a right view, which one of these two will be my front? A or B? In watter rigting gaan ek dan nou my vooraansig sien? In A of B as dit die uitleg is vooraansig, regteraansig? Front view, right view, A or B? Which one will be my front? A. Why is that? Because I have to see a right view. If this was my front view, I would have seen a left view. So this is the front, this one is the right. I'm right and you are right, if you had it that way. Regteraansig is die kant, vooraansig, yes or no? Alright. Now take your time and identify the different parts of this drawing. That's why I'm going to keep it like this, and we'll just take some time here. Alright, so let's have a look here. If I'm looking at it from the front, alright, this entire surface here, where is that in the right view? Where is this surface in the right view? If I'm looking at the front, this is what I will see. If I look from the right, okay, where will this yellow part be in the right view? So I look from the right. Is it going to be on this side here? Let's call this A or B. Help me out. If I look from the right on this, and I'm seeing this rib, this yellow surface that's on the front, will it be on this side or on this side? It will be on this side. Do you see that? Sien jy dit? Where will it be in the top? Now I can go and help myself with a 45 degree and just go chip, chip, and realize, okay, that's that there. You see that? Okay. Let's do another surface. What about this rib? Where is it in the right view? Do you agree it's these two lines? And if I would project that up, it is these two, yes? Alright, what in the world is this part here? So, like that, you can just, you don't need to color anything, but where is this now in the right view? Do you see it's this hidden detail here? And there. So if you break it down in the different components, you can start visualizing each. Because here's a lot of hidden detail. It feels overwhelming, but just remember, in that hidden detail, let me see if I have a green here. Yes, I do. In that hidden detail, this hexagon, okay, goes all the way through. Do you see that? That's the center. Alright? So if I go up and up, sorry, this one is that one. Okay? And the center line. Then I've got the rib coming in all the way. I've got, again, this top part with a lot of angles. So don't be overwhelmed. Take your time. What we do know is that footing the outside diameter or measurements here, we've got the 9 plus 20, 92 plus 9 gives me a total of 110. Okay. On the right side here, I've got a 80. Okay. So I can go and I place all of this again in a glass box to get this drawn. Does it help you to think it through this way before you start drawing? Of course, because just to start drawing and figuring it out, it takes time. So spend the first 2 or 3 minutes to just get an understanding of what is to be drawn. Now we move over to our actual answer, and I'll be using, of course, sorry about that, we're going to use this detail in answering this question. Okay, so you can draw with me, and in class will you do a shout out if there's a step that you want me to repeat or you're unsure of. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this part here, which is 110. Make sure your page is lined up. Alright, and I'm going to go 110 to this end, and then I've got an 80 and a 30. There's the 80, there's our 30. Alright, at the back, that distance there is 9 and 9, so we'll do that one also. Okay, just marking that down. Then on this side we've got 80. Okay, and then we have a 7 here. So just marking all of that information that they've given. You've got then a 20. Then we have a 26. Okay, the middle of this part is important, so I'm going to mark that also. If there's a 80, then at the 40, that's important. Alright, then we can start with our heights a little bit here. Our total height, they give it as 136. So using that, there's my 100, 10, 20, 36. Who knows how to complete this sentence? The more you draw the... Say again, the more you draw the... The more confident you are going to draw. Yeah, mooi. The more you draw is also true. Did you know that? But it's the confidence that helps you. Okay, there we have it. We've got our first... just a glass box, shall I say. And now I'm going to use these measurements, and we're going to just start with adding some of these heights. So this line, I don't have to do it all the way up. It's just a baseline that's needed. That 20 also, same thing, just here at the bottom. That is another 20 here, also just at the bottom. The center line, that I need to go up all the way. So I'll draw that. There's actually a 7 that I missed here. Also part of the base. Alright, then on the left hand side. Oh, there's the outside, my 30. This 9 I can also draw all the way up because it's heights on either side. This one I'm going to do low. Alright, the height here is 20. So 10 and 10. From the right hand side, if you look at this given, I'm seeing that entire surface, so I can draw that in with confidence. Use my 0.5 pencil for this one. flip that. This one is also all the way through. Okay, that to the back. I'll do a construction line, flip that for that back. Alright, the recesses here, I'll wait with that. I like to start on this top part because that's going to be a difficult part for all of us to draw, so I'll just move that a little bit. Okay, so the measurements here, this 30 is this middle line running up here, alright? And there's a bit of a further back. I'm going to use definitely some of these measurements. The 38, it's placed in the middle here, so let's take our time and get that drawn. So I've brought the 30 up, I've brought it across. I can now bring this front center line also, which I've done right in the beginning. I'm going to bring that across back there. And so now I have a line running right on the top, which is actually this line running on the top. Okay. Alright, so that width is 38. Okay. What is this radius? Can you determine this radius from what is given? What is it? 9 plus 11 is 20 plus 10. So we have a total of, what's the total here? 9 plus 11 is 20 plus 10 is 30, which is 60. Ne? Okay. Because that 20 is in the middle. It's 9, 11 plus 10. Okay. So there we already have, that should already be 30, this part. And we're just adding another 30 here. Alright, then the width there is 38. So what's 38? It's 19, eh? 19 to this end, 19 to that end. Goes in this direction and this direction. And then you have a 20 gap and again a 20. So on the front, you can draw this one in. Okay. If we do this front part, we're using this measurements here, 7, 24, 7, and the depth there is the 11. That depth is the 11, okay? And bring that down, and so we have a 7. You have to really concentrate, eh? Then we have a 24, 10, 24. Okay. The depth is 11 here, going this way, and this way. Measure the 11. Is yours also starting to take shape? Are you taking the same approach of trying to draw that which you are certain of? These heights I can project across this way because it's the same, né? This side, here it comes down. Okay, we'll do the height now, but there's a line coming down here. This inner one, we can do this one so long this goes here. Right, there's another line coming down here. Okay, then it goes in for 11, which should be this distance. Just confirm, yes. Okay, there's a depth here that I just want to quickly check. That's 7 as well. Up to this point, nobody's mad at me, right? Everybody's with me. Let me just finish this top part. Alright, any questions on this top part so far? Enigiemand met 'n vraag sover? Okay, and you can double check yourself. If I look from the front, is this what I'm going to see? If you look at these two parts here, is this what I am seeing? Okay. Alright. Then it comes down into that arc. The height here, they say from here to here is that 48, right? And the bottom is 20. So that in total is 68. From the bottom up to get to the center. Come back here, there's my 20, then a 48, 10, 20, 30, 40, 8, that's the center here, okay, and the center of this part, okay, so there's the center of this arc. So we're going to do that arc we said is radius 60. 30, radius 30. Nee. Let's double check here. It should be fine. If I bring that down, and if I bring this one down, that should be 30 and 30. Okay. Take that now and I place it on there. Okay, so for a symmetric circle, what do we have to draw? And I'm a symmetric square. Okay, and there it is. So the first line that I draw in isometric square to get an isometric circle, although I only need the bottom half. First line is the longest possible line in that is from this end to that end, van die een skerphoek na die ander skerphoek. And the second one is from the obtuse to the center, and parallel to that from this obtuse to that center. Okay, once I have that, it's determined this dot, that dot, that dot, and that dot. And of those, I'll be only using these. This one, that one, double check it should meet here. If it does, draw that in with confidence. Is mine too low? Oi, oi, oi. Mine is a bit low here, so I missed something. Just double check my height quickly. What was that? Hold on, you need to double check. Okay, sorry, my height here isn't 100% correct. Actually, I think my, alright, we're just going to move this up a bit. I'm mistaken here with my measurements. Quickly, what's 136 minus 68? 136 minus 68. It's 68. Yeah, so there's my mistake. If I measure from here, look at, there's my 68. Oh, there, I should have measured from that corner. Yeah, I measured my 68 on this front line when I did it initially. So, it needs to be further back. Alright, sorry, I'm going to quickly fix that. If you make a mistake, do you give up? Are you the future engineers of South Africa and you solve the problem, eh? Doing a little bit of elimination here. That's 68. There we go. Okay, now I can be quicker because I've explained this more than once now. There's my center lines. Right, and then I go 30 to either side. Hey, anybody saw me make the mistake and never said anything? Zeg weer? Anybody saw the mistake and never told me? I'm going to fire you. Alright, so longest line first. And then the two shortest lines from one corner to the center from one. So all of this reshuffle was just to get this at the right spot. So it's this corner here. Double check it there. Double check it here. Okay. And then the last one is this corner. Straight up. Alright, everybody with me, nobody against me, everybody happy chappy. Alright, let's do the rib quickly. That rib has a width of 12. So there's my center. That means 6 on either side, 6 on either side. And in the middle of this one, I can bring that down if I want to. In the middle here, again 6 to either side. 6, 6. And I'm just going to join the top mark with the bottom mark. Marco, just close the door for me, please. Okay, up to this point, everybody happy? Nobody without clarity? Iemand wat hulp nodig het, stap wat jy wil ek moet verduidelik weer. Okay, right. Then let's see if we can complete this part. This is 80 from this point to that point. So there's my line already. And just take that, measure my 80. Right, so that goes all the way in there. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay. Alright, in here we have a hexagon that we need auxiliary view for. Okay, so on the side, find a space. That hexagon, each side is 25, radius 25. I'm going to open up some space here for me. Show you quickly how to do that. So you take your ruler, draw a line, construction line. On that you measure 25. Okay, put your compass on 25. Get a center. Okay, and then I go all the way around 6 corners. Okay, now technically you just need half of this because you can copy the measurements. So let's say we've done the whole thing. Let's draw the whole one out. So as auxiliary view, we draw the hexagon. Right, and then what's next? You put that hexagon into a box. Right, and now what I have, if I just do my construction lines through the center, this axis that I've just drawn, that axis here, listen carefully, this axis is this one. Do you see that? This axis here is that one, yes or no? Okay, and so I can go with my compass and I take this measurement, take it here, place it, make a mark, make a mark. Now that gives me the point for these two sides. So in construction, I'm going to copy this outer box. What's the height? Go back here. That height and that height's going to be the same. Come back here. Tip and tip. Okay, so let me just help you. This corner is there. That corner is there. That corner is there. That corner is there. Luckily we have another period. Okay? Happy? And so what I then do is I take from each of these corners that height, that length, that length, that length. It's all going to be the same. So I can just go tip, tip, flip it. And there I have 6 corners because this one is known. Oops. This one is known, 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 and known. And now I can go and draw them in with confidence. Okay, once I have that, I understand that I'm looking into this. So there's a hole going through. That one I'm going to draw in. Okay, so you can see the depth there already. What's missing here? Oh, actually, this one, let's see, 30 degrees. Yeah. There's a depth missing here. That one there at the back's going to come off. Alright. There's a corner going down here, and then it's going to do the arc. So I have to, this point was for this arc, so using that same radius, I'm going to go 30 degrees. That distance was our what's 38 minus 12? 26 divided 13, so that's 13 millimeters. So here 13 millimeters on. Okay, now it's starting to look like something. There's my depth here. I'll just draw that line a bit darker for you. Alright, the only part that remains now is to finish here at the bottom our indents. And so in construction, I've already got most of these lines drawn. There's a line going, construction line, same on this one. This one also, flip that. Draw that in. Okay, the depth is again 10. Okay, and so here we also have to duplicate that, just 10 down. Alright, let's double check quickly here from the bottom if I have my three lines meeting each other on the corner. There at the back I've got a line missing. Okay, if there was hidden detail, there would have been 3. Here is 3. There, if there was hidden detail, that would have been 3. Got that down. All the way up. Last thing that you have to remember, whenever you have a circle, I need a visible center line. Okay? Waar cirkel is daar altyd 'n center line. Alright. That is a talk through page 318. Good job. Thank you for watching. Now it's your turn. Alright, there's the answer.